You walk into a car dealership thinking you're about to buy a car. What you're actually signing up for is a permanent payment. You've done your research, you know the car you want, you know what it costs, and then the salesman asks you the question that changes everything. What monthly payment works for you? Not, what's your budget for the car? Not, how much can you put down? Monthly payment. Here's the thing, that question isn't about helping you afford the car, it's about making sure you never own it.
There's a reason dealerships don't talk about the total price anymore. Over a lifetime, many people will spend hundreds of thousands of pounds on cars, often without ever fully owning one. And there's a reason that even when you pay off a car, you're already thinking about the next one. This is the car payment trap. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how it works and why you're probably already in it.
I'm Maya. I explain the psychology behind everyday money decisions. If you want to understand why companies design their systems the way they do, subscribe. New videos on the hidden patterns that shape how we spend. Think about the last car you bought, or the one you're driving now. Do you own it? Actually own it? As in, no payments, no finance company, no one else's name on the title. And if you do own it, how long are you planning to keep it before you get the next one? Tom is 28. He's been driving the same old Honda Civic for 6 years. It works, it's paid off, but it's starting to feel tired. Tom wants something reliable, something newer, maybe something that feels a bit nicer. He does his research. He finds the perfect car, £35,000, brand new SUV, great reviews. He knows he doesn't have £35,000 in cash, but he's got a decent salary. He can finance it. Tom walks into the dealership. He's prepared. He knows the price. He knows he wants to keep the monthly payment under £400. The salesman is friendly, asks about Tom's job, his commute, what he's looking for. Then he asks, what monthly payment works for you? Tom says, ideally around £350. The salesman smiles. I can make that work. Here's what just happened. Tom came in thinking about a £35,000 car. The salesman reframed the entire conversation around £350 a month. And now Tom's brain is doing something very specific. It's comparing £350 to his monthly income, not to the total cost of the car. £350 a month, that's 1 week's pay. That's manageable. But here's what Tom isn't calculating in real time. £350 a month for 84 months is £29,400, plus interest, plus fees, plus the deposit he put down. By the time Tom drives off the lot, that £35,000 car will cost him over £42,000. But Tom isn't thinking about £42,000. He's thinking £350 a month is doable. Why this works? Your brain processes small numbers differently than large numbers. £350 feels manageable. It fits in a mental budget category labelled car payment. £42,000 feels massive. It triggers anxiety. It makes you reconsider. So dealerships don't show you £42,000. They show you £350. And your brain says, I can afford that. This is why dealerships never ask, how much do you want to spend? They ask, what can you tolerate per month? But there's a problem.
Tom wants £350 a month. The car costs £35,000. The math doesn't quite work at a normal loan term. So the salesman says, "What if we extended the term a bit? We could get you to £350. Tom says, "How long?" 84 months, 7 years, very standard now. Tom agrees, because £350 a month is the target. The number of months feels like a technical detail. Here's what just happened. The average car loan term in the UK used to be 36 months. Then it became 48 months. Now it's common to see 60, 72, even 84-month terms. Why? Because longer terms equals lower monthly payments, and lower monthly payments means more people can afford more expensive cars. 7 years is longer than most people keep a job, but somehow we're comfortable locking ourselves into a car. But here's the trap. Tom will be making payments on this car for 7 years. In 7 years, the car will be worth half what he paid. He'll probably want a different car, but he'll still owe money on this one. Most people don't keep cars for 7 years anymore. The average person trades in after 4 or 5 years, which means Tom will still be making payments on a car he doesn't even own anymore.
4 years later, Tom is back at the dealership. The SUV has been fine, but it's not new anymore. There's a newer model with better tech. Tom's thinking, maybe it's time to upgrade. The salesman runs the numbers. Tom still owes £18,000 on his current car, but the car is only worth £15,000. Tom is £3,000 underwater. The salesman says, "No problem, we'll roll that into your next loan." Tom's new car costs £38,000, but his loan is for £41,000 because it includes the £3,000 he still owed on the last car. Tom's monthly payment is now £450. He thought he was upgrading. Really, he's paying for 2 cars, the one he's driving and the one he already traded in. And here's where it gets worse. Tom will be underwater on this car too, because he financed more than it's worth from day one. In 4 years, when he wants to trade in again, he'll owe more than the car is worth. Again, the cycle repeats. Tom is never paying off a car. He's paying a permanent monthly fee to always have a car. Tom thought this was about affordability. He thought, I can't afford £35,000 in cash, but I can afford £350 a month. But here's what was actually happening. The system was designed to keep him in perpetual payments, not because any single dealership is evil, but because monthly payments are more profitable than one-time sales. Here's the math. If Tom had saved up and paid cash, the dealership makes 1 sale. But if Tom finances, the dealership makes the sale, the finance company makes interest, and in 4 years Tom comes back for another loan. Over Tom's lifetime, he'll buy 10 to 12 cars. If he finances every one, he'll spend over £400,000. If he'd bought used cars with cash and kept them longer, he'd spend under £150,000. That £250,000 difference, that's the cost of the car payment trap.
And here's the thing. This isn't just cars. It's phones. £45 a month instead of £1,080 total. It's furniture. No payments for 12 months. It's buy now, pay later. 4 easy payments of £25. The pattern is the same. Take a large number that triggers hesitation, break it into small monthly numbers that feel manageable. Extend the timeline until the total cost disappears. Keep you paying. The average person now has car payment £350 a month, phone payment £45 a month, furniture payment £60 a month, buy now, pay later £80 across multiple purchases. That's £535 a month in payments, £6,420 a year for things you don't own yet.
Tom's car is fine. It runs, it's safe, it gets him where he needs to go. But every month he sends £450 to the finance company, and in 3 years he'll do it again, because the salesman asked the right question. What monthly payment works for you? Not, what do you want to own? Not, how much are you willing to spend over the next decade? Monthly payment. Here's what Tom couldn't see. You're not buying a car. You're renting your own poverty. Because as long as you're making payments, you're not building wealth. You're building someone else's. The car payment trap isn't about the car. It's about the payment.